Fleet.
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 I think it'll feel less huge once we get some furniture in here, you know.
Yeah, or a fleet of sedans. Fleet of sedans. Fleet of sedans.
Mom, it's for a concert, not to meet the fleet. The fleet. The fleet.
Hey, it's an audition.
Roland, the Nova Corps have sent a fleet to defend the prison.
Every driver in your fleet gets a handgun. And a permit. Mm-hmm.
He's armed himself with 12-pounders since he joined my father's fleet.
Hexagonal. That's either Street Fleet or Zenith.
You haven't gone unnoticed by Fleet, Alex. You're gonna get an atom smack.
USS Missouri was the final battleship to be completed by the United States before being decommissioned and replaced with a more modern fleet of vessels like destroyers.
And has a depth of about 2 nautical miles.
Now, we are in contact with Admiral Shane of Pacific Fleet. Right now, our Navy is effectively trapped outside the area.
Casualties, get in there, will you?
Captain Wolf, you need an ambulance.
I need a fleet of ambulances, all right?
The fleet is preparing. Judging by wind speed, they should be within range in 2 minutes.
But the reality is, I don't have a fleet of helicarriers or Quinjets or thousands of agents at my disposal anymore.
So what's he doing here?
Fleet Week.
Possession.
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 Possession. Possession.
She's mine now. Possession is 9 points of the law.
Over, have a new adventure. I'm not too bothered by material possessions.
Right.
The orb is in my possession. As I promised.
Spring breakers, you're not going to be charged with a narcotics possession because it wasn't found on your actual person.
I don't know. I don't believe in possession, you feel?
Closure.
She's in possession of the tape now, then.
Don't pull that card on me.
I told you never to come in here again, Cutter.
Well, I just happen to have in my possession a little shopping list.
Their life miserable. Nail him on possession. Bishop won't touch Murphy's son.
You will not even inquire into possibilities other than possession.
Of course I will. Queen, possession of a controlled substance, driving under the influence of a controlled substance.
The U.S. government.
Talbot took possession of the painting from the church this morning.
Well, Steve, possession of a stolen car is a theft.
Humiliate.
Humiliate. Humiliate.
Humiliate.
Humiliate.
I'm gonna take your life and reputation from you. Humiliate your ass. Humiliate your ass. Humiliate your ass publicly.
You just come to me in the first place. Why would you go through all this trouble just to humiliate me? Humiliate me. Humiliate me.
Fool, I get to watch you humiliate yourself before your untimely demise!
You've publicly humiliated yourself and dishonored a man who has devoted his life to Russia.
I guess I thought you were humiliated. You did run away, after all.
Poor Dom Hemingway. All that time in prison, only to come out and be humiliated by the son of the man he always hated.
I don't have time for everything.
As Fed Rep, I don't have time to see a fellow officer humiliated.
Why do you think he did it?
He's a very macho little slime. When he broke down and humiliated himself in front of him.
I just wanted to humiliate him. He needed to learn humility.
I humiliated him.
He humiliated me. He made me feel the way you've shown me I never have to feel.
Don't try to take this guy on again.
Kelly.
Kelly, from what I hear, you humiliated him.
Outlook.
Outlook.
Outlook. Outlook. Outlook.
His family history of melanoma may have affected his cellular outlook.
Anything that helps my patient have a better outlook, better comfort is fine by me.
I won't last another 6 months.
You gotta keep a positive outlook, Dottie.
So, these are the areas accessible. The good news is that the outlook for the rest of the week is much better. With these storms clearing by Friday to leave the weekend warm.
Your Honor, you have given money to the Outlook for Israel, an organization that supports the settlements in Israel.
It is certain. It is decidedly so. Most likely. Outlook good.
Where's all the oil and the grime coming from in your life, Andy? You got a positive world outlook. Why does the world not smile happy smiles in return?
Is it my optimistic outlook, or perhaps the nostalgic fuzzies that you hear me spouting about my own upbringing?
Actually, I'm trying to keep a positive outlook on the whole thing.
Confidence. You know, sometimes when I'm feeling all stressed out about something, I go out and buy a cute top or a fun skirt, and I have a whole new outlook on life.
Doesn't matter. You'd choose the steamroller. By the time it had run over your legs, you'd already be dead from shock. It fits in with your hyper-rational outlook.
Right, so what do?
Sew him up minus a large part of the family jewels.
And his outlook.
He'll be urinating out of a bag for a very, very long time.
Minimum.
Minimum. Minimum.
Minimum.
Minimum.
You do not work with the prosecutors, and they can raise the minimum limit to 30 years. And they can raise the minimum limit to 30 years. And they can raise the minimum limit to 30 years.
You either you're an accomplice, 2 years minimum, 2 years minimum, 2 years minimum.
No. 750,000 minimum.
Changing 100.
Since it's a $5 minimum, as if I bet $5.
They know what they're doing. And we know what we need to do. We keep noise to a minimum.
There's no way I could say I wasn't in on it. I'm looking at 8 years minimum.
With tankers and barges fully outfitted with solar and biodiesel power, stocked with enough food to last a minimum 6 months.
We'll then have 5 to 8 days to do the same, and so on. We need a minimum of 10,000 people at each stop.
The damage, then there's got to be another way to take the strain off of the life support.
Unless we lower it to a minimum.
We need 8 billion minimum for bare bones preparation.
Jackie, you have repeatedly opposed the minimum wage and CEO salary.
Calm. Calm.
Calm. Calm. Calm.
Who the fuck are you people?
Calm down. Cut your juice safe. Calm down.
It took me an hour to calm him down. Calm down.
Calm down, Harvard.
Hey. Whoa.
Far. Just calm down. We'll talk about this.
Team or no team? You were supposed to have her back. Mike! Calm down.
Guys, hey, chill.
What did Captain Confidence tell you? Keep me calm.
Build rapport. Extract information.
Fully cooperative. He let us poke around without a warrant.
So he probably hit the body. If he was completely calm, he could be a psychopath.
We can't do anything without King Queen's permission.
You're the line, Roy.
All right, let's all just calm down here.
Mick, calm down. Mick, we need them.
The man who brought him in, I think it was his nephew. We had to sedate him just to calm him down.
Whose idea was that? His nephew's?
As a matter of...
You?
Take a deep breath.
No.
Calm your mind.
No, please.
You know what is best. What is best is you comply.
I don't.
Violent.
Violent. Violent. Violent.
Violent.
Same Beth. Okay, you're violent and you're violent and you're violent and you're angry and you're destructive and I'm scared of you.
If you want to go see Tyree, I'll give you directions, but you gotta make that choice because he's a violent man. He's a violent man. He's a violent man.
Rebels were planning to increase their violent campaign as the country prepares for the presidential elections.
The organ trade in Germany. Strange examples of violent behavior across the Asian peninsulas.
This violent and unparalleled assault to our security will not go undefended.
Ow.
Boys can be really violent. It's all kill, kill.
That seems like a strange time and place to commit violent homicide. Wouldn't you agree?
He's nasty, short-tempered, prone to violent outbursts. Sounds like what we've been dealing with.
America's a violent country, what can I tell you?
You heard about my parole, but not about my violent reactions when people steal my tuna.
If you're concerned that by removing her from this place, she could get violent with you.
Defend. 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 Defend.
Defend.
Therapies, that's a PhD. Do you want to defend the innocent, defend the innocent, defend the innocent, and secure justice for all?
Corners are easier to defend, to defend, to defend.
As a Marine, I swore an oath to defend the United States of America against enemies both foreign and domestic.
You got to do something about it.
Me? Look, I'm defending baseball.
It's time for you to step up and defend the Phillies.
No, whistle first. That way the pirates know we're aware of them and are ready to defend the ship.
The government of the United States has not deviated from its basic demand. The hostages must be free.
To defend human rights. It not only does not defend them, it violates them for all nations.
Reported unexplained American deaths, questionable battlefield tactics.
The leak has forced the White House to defend its Afghan strategy.
Leonard been practicing?
Been practicing for what?
County fairs tomorrow. You got yourself a title to defend.
Mitigate the charges.
You really want to defend this guy, or are you just taking this personally because of the black and white leaves on your family tree?
Boy, it wasn't your job to defend her. That man was just protecting what was his.
I don't need you to defend me.
Murderers! A little over a week ago, I thought perhaps a test of your ability to defend yourself was in order. It was.
Saving.
Saving.
Saving. Saving.
Saving.
It was Zach who was ruining your life. I was saving you, saving you, saving you.
On behalf of the Nova Corps, we'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in saving Xandar, saving Xandar, saving Xandar.
It's a fixed-rate CD set in at 2%. It's like a savings account. Savings account. Savings account.
This is definitely not me saving the world.
I want to thank you for saving my life, and
That's a nice fishing boat. For a guy with a worker's pension. I've been saving for it.
To Paris.
No way, you're kidding.
Yes, I've been saving credit card miles for 8 years, and I finally have enough.
Oh. Well, in the end, Leonardo's aid was instrumental in saving my life.
I think we're dead.
And all that, whatever the hell we want, you just care about saving your own skin.
Thanks for saving me. Take care.
I get captured here. I'm not changing anything. I'm saving the statue. We can take them.
The selfish dragon warrior. Saving himself while others are left unsaved through his not saving them.
Okay, guy, hand over all your...
Thanks for saving me from those bandits. Here's your reward.
And I didn't get a chance to properly thank you for saving my life.
Oh, there's no need, Castle. We're partners.
Beggar.
Beggar.
Beggar. Beggar. Beggar.
The next thing I know, you're going to be asking me to high five.
Leo, do you want help or not? Beggars can't be choosers.
Right. Sorry.
Like a starving beggar who's been given food. I unhappy. No.
It's yours.
$30,000? What am I? Do I look like a beggar? Beggar?
Getting to go home? Cakes and puddings? Lucky beggars. Still, we'll have a nice time.
You always say that. Lucky beggars. You always say that.
Who lack not virtue, no, nor power, but that which we have given to beggars. Well, no more.
No more words, we beseech you.
Who are you to speak to me?
Who am I?
beggar.
Arrest every gypsy in Provence, and every beggar, and every man without a wife and family!
So what will it be? Beggars under an old captain.
Yesterday, Captain Honeygold was immovable from that fault, and Captain Vane was a beggar.
Poverty was unimaginable.
Streets filled with beggars, children running around in tatters.
You're not eating shrimp for Thanksgiving. Beggars can't be choosers, bro.
Actually, they can. I have a contingency plan.
Slice.
Slice. Slice.
Slice.
Slice.
Here's a nice slice of pitch to play on.
How did you find me?
Same way I learned to tie a bow tie and slice a pineapple.
Load-bearing wall! Lemon slice! Arms akimbo!
I control your mind.
Ugh. Lady, you slice open dead people for a living, and you're grossed out by that.
Very soul. You know, I could kill you, I could maim you, I could slice you up into 1,000 pieces. Wanna grab a slice?
If I'm out of my mind, it's because that's what love is. Our own little slice of insanity.
With a hooked blade, he sliced me, root and stem, chanting all the while.
Come on, I could use a good slice. Let's go.
Yeah. This town could use a good slice. It's a shame we gotta put them out of business.
The airport. I'm gonna cut you in on a slice.
Yeah, I'm kind of a thin crust guy. Nah, it's in New York. Here, let's get you a slice.
Can you hand me a slice of bread?
Oh, no, none for me, thanks.
Oh, Mr. President, a slice of pie is good for the soul.
I'm stuffed.
You can have a slice of pie.
Chart.
Chart. Chart. Chart.
Chart.
David, that chart is very important. It is very meaningful.
Later, of course, we took it to a specialist, and her IQ score came back off the charts. The charts. The charts.
Books, diaries, journals, anatomy charts, anatomy charts, anatomy charts. Potions, poisons, weapons.
Bring up chart plot.
Chart plot. Bring it up.
I'm really good with people, according to my chart.
I'm trying to determine her state of mind so that I can chart the best course of treatment.
Treatment?
No parachute or flares. Don't suppose the chartboard made it either?
Affirmative.
Smart. Especially Shane. Off the chart.
Some anonymous person put the request in her chart, and the lab followed through.
House, what are you doing? Chart said her potassium's low. Rhabdo elevates potassium.
Open up. You talked a lip? Off the charts, smart. Good genes.
Tension.
Tension.
Tension. Tension.
Tension.
Sensing some tension.
No tension, no tension, no tension. We just want to meet him already. No bullshit.
Careful. The tension in that bow is the tension in that bow is the tension in that bow is 150 pounds. Snap it, you'll end up with carbon fiber shrapnel in your eyes.
Through there. And it puts a kind of a tension on things.
Something awful, but I'm gonna diffuse that tension right now. That's not gonna happen.
I know there is tension in the air, so let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room.
Wanted for you was happiness. If it will allay this tension between us, I'll turn the switch back on. Save your money, Dad.
Do what?
She's trying to force us to talk because she's sensing the tension between us.
I couldn't help but notice some tension between you and Dr. Wells.
I know there's been some tension, and I'm probably more to blame than you are.
Yes, we have. Is there tension between the Israelis and the Palestinians? Absolutely.
Hazard.
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 And like that might put you in harm's way.
Occupational hazard. Occupational hazard. Occupational hazard. think that my date is on his way back and you should leave.
Not until we figure this out. Coffee or dinner.
Persistent.
Professional hazard. Professional hazard. Professional hazard.
You don't want that tree, Adam. Why would you buy this? That isn't even real. Oh, that smells like a fire hazard. A fire hazard. A fire hazard. These are.
Then you got a lumpy rug. Creates a tripping hazard. You open yourself up to lawsuits. Boy, you can go a really long time without blinking.
And there was weeds and clutter, and they said it was a risk and a safety hazard, and so they...
Trust me. Fucking right I am.
And I'm kind of turned on right now.
You make a good case for hazard pay. How much you want?
Do you have any idea why I pulled over?
Yes. I parked my vehicle illegally in the middle of the road, which causes the same safety hazard as leaving a vehicle unoccupied.
Because the lion's share is going to our hero. Consider it unofficial hazard pay.
Come on. It's a pest. Deer are a hazard. They carry ticks. They're overpopulated. You don't take the shot, I will.
Hazard of the profession.
Yeah, sure. Another time.
The feds took away my hazard pay.
Index. Index.
Index.
Index.
Index.
Index. Index.
More importantly, crossed off the index.
Stupid man. The index. 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 I should reconnect with some of them.
Put her on the index. The index. The index. Tag her like a shark.
Japan's Nikkei index after
Perfect.
20 years now.
That I crushed the Russell small cap index by over 15.
The market was mixed with a small cap index.
Dragonetti finally produced the index of symbols.
I had to invade his office without his knowledge.
It races through an index of billions of web pages, all connected in a web of links.
Notes for book files, everything's intact. I've rechecked it a couple of times against our index files, and there's only one thing missing.
Lady, what do you got?
During the autopsy, I discovered that Eva's fingernail on her left index had been split down the middle.
I know it was you, Claire. You stole my index cards.
Ah, wow, look at all your ideas.
Honey, this is just the index. Ronaldo!
Vessel.
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 Water. I am in some kind of vessel. A vessel. A vessel. In the dream.
I'm joking around. Jonathan, tell me about this vessel. This vessel. This vessel. Is it seaworthy?
All right. All right. No. I went to Greenland, and then I got on a fishing vessel, tracking Sean, and...
You will never get the rings, Drex. Megas rams his vessel into the Darkonian ship.
Are you in trouble, Ted? Well, you're already very much in trouble, Ted. The Prophetess is a mercantile vessel, not an underground railroad for escaping slaves.
If you're here, you have not the coin to hire such a vessel yourself, which leaves but one choice available. Am I right?
Your vessel is carbon-based. Mine is silicon. Your thoughts are chemical. Mine are digital.
And Alex, was he too?
Our vessel was 3 days out of Tahiti when our instruments malfunctioned.
Every blood vessel in the body explodes inside you. It's an upgrade to the kill chip, you idiots.
If they want to be left alone, then why infiltrate a military vessel?
It's a fine vessel you got there. When did you get in?
What vessel?
Why, that one, right?
Vigorous.
Vigorous. Vigorous. Vigorous.
Vigorous.
Facing the halls for hours, but you seem vigorous as ever, vigorous as ever, vigorous as ever.
Differently than the plaintiffs?
Yes, I don't think they're indicative of rape as much as vigorous gymnastics training.
In our legal system, everyone deserves a vigorous defense. Vigorous defense. Vigorous defense.
However, I am convinced that a cold start promotes the more vigorous specimen.
See that smug man over there? CEO. Vigorous credit. On Wednesday afternoon, I'm going to buy his entire international portfolio.
Rut, copulate, engage in several bouts of vigorous sex.
Leprechaun, it's obviously a leprechaun. Hey, Bones, do you want me to go up and tell the poor guy he's dead, or shall I, huh? Well, he does look a bit vigorous for a dead leprechaun, doesn't he?
The lipping on the ilia and bony projections on the auricular surfaces indicate the victim engaged in a vigorous, repetitive activity, such as horseback or motorcycle riding.
Microscope.
Microscope. Microscope. Microscope. Microscope.
Microbiology professor.
What's that?
That's someone who studies things you can only see with a microscope. Microscope. So really tiny things.
Fascinated. You mustn't mistake that for desire or empathy. It's like I have a true monster under the microscope. Microscope.
Let me grab my microscope.
Of course.
Down his trousers.
You're not buying this crap, are you, baby?
Someone go get a microscope so we can locate Mr. DeMarco's packer.
You know what? I'm not stripping for no...
She spent her days looking at life through a microscope.
And nights.
Take a look at that sand in the microscope.
What is it?
A parasitic infection.
Find him. Yeah, I know how tough it can be. The crazy fans, the constant scrutiny, the pressure of living your life under a microscope. I mean, I can relate.
We'll put units on him. Put him under the microscope. If it's him, he won't be able to make a move without us knowing it.
You're studying genetic blood anomalies. I kind of know my way around a microscope.
Well, I hope it's better than that fusion place you took me to, where I needed this microscope to find the food.
Oliver, hey.
Then when I was examining her blood in the microscope, she said, Mommy.
Our house has been under the microscope lately.
I already feel like I'm under the microscope.
Because you are.
Justified.
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 Only psychopaths can kill other people without having some sort of breakdown.
Not when it's justified. Look at soldiers.
Even when it's justified.
Use of the drone was completely justified.
That's a hard pill to swallow. Even when the shooting was justified.
Fine.
What happened to non-violence? Violence is justified when it serves the greater good.
And if he dies?
He's an imposter. His death will be justified.
He knew you could get arrested, so he had to make the shooting look justified.
That shoot was good.
It would appear Lorenzo's interest in you was justified.
Well, then what the hell are you doing?
Some of Farron's claims may have been justified. He may have been attacked.
He does. Which is kill innocent people. It's justified by a future which...
The truth. A significant number of people in Starling City feel that your actions with Malcolm Merlin were justified to protect your family.
But you performed courageously after you could enter your house fully justified.
Thank you, sir.
Radical move.
It's not radical, it's justified.
You dust off some 60-year-old precedent and think you're justified?
Attention. 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 Attention.
Attention.
Keep up the hard work.
Attention!
This is nothing more than a little boy crying out for attention, for attention, for attention.
And who are you again?
Dr. Roth, school psych.
Callan should pay more attention to you.
Yeah, dude.
Never look back. May I have your attention, please? I wanted you to have this. It was your grandmother's.
Effective for what?
To get your attention.
I found that showing one's stamps was a very helpful way to get a young woman's attention.
Was it? Look at them down there. They're not even paying attention. This is the best part.
Okay, your turn. No way! Do you want to get her attention or not?
Yeah.
That was amazing!
The rest of the conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry, Angie. I wasn't paying attention. I need to go find a passenger with trigger finger.
Thanks for the talk.
Excuse me, if I could have your attention, please.
With her father, right? Right. She'd do anything to gain his attention.
So, she was jealous that he raped someone?
Right. To her, someone else was getting her father's attention. It could have easily triggered a psychotic break, leading...
She's attracted some unwanted attention.
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer. Fertilizer. Fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
Doing yard work for PI. We need some fertilizer. Fertilizer. Fertilizer.
Why in the masonry section?
But he'd be out there, all covered in dirt and surrounded by these huge bags of fertilizer and lie, fertilizer and lie, fertilizer and lie. We just put the...
It's cloudy. Yeah, cloudy.
Here comes the usual theatrical fertilizer, theatrical fertilizer, theatrical fertilizer.
Commonly found in cold packs, explosives, fertilizer.
Fertilizer? Wait, Lau Gomez.
Chemical fertilizers. Turns water brown.
Fertilizers.
And there are not 50 factories producing fertilizers around here. There's only one.
What happened to the empties?
I told you not to ask that.
Redundant vessels are recycled, mulched, and converted into fertilizer.
Close? Sorry, what do you mean close?
We could use another couple 100 pounds of fertilizer.
He would use natural ingredients.
It smells like fertilizer.
And with good reason. Beyond its horticultural employments, fertilizer can be distilled down and mixed into a rather potent nitrate accelerant.
NPP is an acronym. Stands for nitrogen phosphate potash. It's the chemical formula for fertilizer.
Quarter on the market on H2O. We'll need explosives. Farmers in town, they gotta have fertilizer.
You sure that thing works as a detonator?
All the fertilizer button needs to blow up is a radio frequency.
Expectation. Expectation. Expectation.
Expectation.
Expectation.
Our goal and our expectation is by mid-July to be within 7 games of first. That would be this working.
That keeps us in the hunt.
Abomination to the Lord. Now, when a wicked man dies, his expectations shall perish, and the hope of unjust man perisheth.
They expect, Matthew, is that we won't know how to behave, so if you don't mind, I would rather not confirm their expectations.
Inform you of how thrilled Senator McCain is. You're exceeding his wildest expectation for what a running mate could achieve.
I am so happy to hear that.
Just like her. Always expecting the worst from people.
Funny how often people exceed those expectations.
Bureau always has an expectation of the amount of drugs we might recover from a bust.
I had very low expectations of him and a sponsorship in general. Didn't think I needed either. On something. You're welcome to assist me, but I have no expectation of that. She's asked only for my genetic material. Her expectation as to my involvement in the child's life would end there.
What did you say?
Insurance they don't need anymore.
We'll keep moving forward. But we have to manage expectations now.
Agent Harris, I'm not going to manage expectations. I'll be solving a murder.
And Fitz really wants a dog.
Thought he wanted a monkey.
Guess he readjusted his expectations.
Always deliver. You gave me an assignment with high expectations. I'll meet them, but it's not going to happen overnight.
Mobile.
Mobile. Mobile. Mobile.
Mobile.
Last page is life. How about that?
Way too many variables.
Okay, let's just be ready to get mobile fast. Mobile fast. Mobile fast.
I'm mobile. I'm mobile. I'm mobile. Where is he?
What about the garage? The mobile lab van. The mobile lab van. The mobile lab van.
Why don't you ask your sidekick to bring my mobile phone in here? Please.
George, bring this Sleg's mobile in, will you? I know it's you.
What about laundry, Danny? Don't think it. Okay, son. Yeah, son.
We're going to make him mobile so he can talk to us from anywhere.
And Riverside. We can be mobile within the hour.
HSI, they take care of those stash houses?
Yeah, whatever you need.
Maddox, the device can be set for a timed detonation or can be remote activated by a mobile transmitter.
I purchased you a commission. You will join the Mobile 34th as their camp physician. It's an honor.
So now it's just a mobile.
A unicorn gave me a vision which led to us ripping Maleficent's child away.
Can't breathe. It's pitch black in there. There's people in the hall.
If you're mobile, keep walking.
Our plan is to turn Molly's 2 into a mobile go-anywhere business that can supply everyone.
Direct. 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 Direct.
Direct.
I think you've interpreted that correctly. Wow, she's direct, 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 and I might add, slutty.
That's what I got.
If you can just get a direct order from Lutan to you.
Rock trolls, not bridge trolls.
Oh, yeah, they're quite nice.
So you can direct me to them? Direct me to them? Direct me to them?
No.
Okay, well, just show me how. You can direct me. I've done a lot of plays.
6 days ago, an object entered our atmosphere at 20,000 miles an hour on a direct course for that ship.
I threw a golf ball and a bottle of Pennzoil. Direct hit it.
I can remove it thoracoscopically.
Yeah, and that's when the poor guy dies, because if you do that, you won't have a direct visual.
Why aren't you doing a TVAR?
I'm doing a direct approach. It's cooler.
Leave us, please.
But I have direct orders from the prince.
And now you have direct orders from me.
Heap. Heap.
Heap. Heap. Heap.
You got a steaming heap of shit in your right hand and a steaming heap of shit in your left. And you look at both and you can't tell one bad hand from the other.
The world spins between the heavens and the ash heap. Ashes to ashes, the coffin could be the ash heap. The world turns between the heavens and the ash heap. In Latin, the word for ash heap also means altar.
What's wrong?
The fact that this mother is not serving time in some federal penitentiary is a huge, hot, heaping pile of horse.
What they got me charged with? Shit a heap. DUI, assault on an officer. Resisting arrest. You want some more shit?
Bones. That's you. You want all the bones?
I don't know why you're heaping this shit on me right now, but
It's settled then. Drink lots of green tea and meet me in the trash heap behind the apple cart.
So, what did you find?
A compost heap in your fridge. We think you have aspergillosis.
Thy belly is like a heap of wheat, set about with lilies.
Tamales. Just one more failed business venture on a scrap heap of Christopher Herman Incorporated.